That is hardcore.
This is hardcore shit.
But for me, it's harder and harder to resist.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hardcore Horror with Mike and Brigitte. We are talking about some hardcore horror movies today. Brigitte, what's going on?
What's up, Mike?
Hey,
I'm your hardcore.
Hardcore.
I want to laugh so bad.
we got.
I'm sorry. I have the giggles tonight.
That's
so
good. That's
it's
right.
awesome. I've been really promoting the podcast. It's funny. I was told, "Hey, say hardcore horror like 5 times really fast." I'm like, I'm a hardcore horror.
Hardcore.
So, hey, man, what's up, Mike? It's been a crazy past couple weeks for me.
I'm into horror hardcore.
I'm into hardcore horrors too. No, I'm just kidding.
So we got a guest. We'll talk to him a little bit later on. Bill D. Russell's going to talk to us. We'll talk about some movies that he's making or acting in, and we'll see what's up with him.
Yeah.
So you've been doing some stuff. You've been doing a convention. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, so we worked the I think it's the 20th anniversary of the
20 years.
20 years, yeah.
Okay.
20th anniversary of the Full Moon Tattoo and Horror Festival in Nashville, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the bigger conventions, horror conventions, and so we got a booth there this year. I got a booth and we're branding the Three-Legged Circus. Of course, I had to really promote our podcast. I was so amazed that a lot of people already knew who we were. They're like, "Oh my God, girl, I already listen to your podcast and I love your damn movie quotes. Oh shit, your movie quotes are hard." And it was, oh my God, we were so swamped and had so much damn fun. So much fun that we've already booked out several conventions for this year. You have to book these way in advance.
Yeah.
But a couple I'm going to rattle off. CreepyCon in Knoxville. I believe that one's in August. That's
which we did last year.
We did that one last year. So loved it so much. Going back this year, August in Knoxville, Tennessee. CreepyCon, so that's a good one to check out. We've got one coming up here in about 2 weeks that's in Manchester, Tennessee, that's called Halfway to Halloween. Mm-hmm. They have a hearse parade. I mean, if y'all listen to the podcast, you already know that my crazy ass boyfriend done went and bought a hearse, right? I wanted a fucking boat, but he goes and buys a hearse, right? But it's fun. So they invited us to that. So we'll have a booth. We'll set up there. So damn, I will say that I had one person come up to me and was like, "Hey girl, hardcore horror with Mike and Brigitte." And I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "Yes,
that's awesome. That is awesome.
I got something for you." So man, I had some killer ass grab bags to give away. My grab bags were so awesome. We sold them. People are coming back the next day. They're like, "Damn girl, I loved your grab bags so much. I want to buy like 3 more." So we had a really, really good time. But look, all you got to do is go up and mention hardcore horror with Mike and Bridget, and I would have just gave you one for free. Yeah. So it was a really great time. We were so damn swamped that I didn't really get to mingle with a lot of the horror icons. Like we were that damn busy, which is amazing. I did get to talk to a few people. One of the guys, if you remember, if you watched my first feature film, Deadlines, my first kill was Dr. Gangrene.
Yeah.
Well, if we go back, we had him on our podcast maybe about less than a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
So he had a booth maybe about 3 down from me, and I took a 10-minute break. A friend of mine was like, "Hey, help me go find my wife a t-shirt." So we're walking around and this guy comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, I saw you having your picture with this guy, Dr. Gangrene, and I bought one of his movies. Is he legit?" I said, "No, he's totally legit. He's got a local show here, and he's a local horror host, and he's amazing." And I talked to this guy for about 10 minutes. And and it's all good. And I was in Saturday, I was in full killer clown costume, So
Mhm.
it was so much damn fun. So I'm talking to him with my damn killer teeth in and couldn't really talk to him. It was really fun. And he walks by our booth later and he's waving at me, "Hey girl, what's up?" And I remember Tracy looking at me, he's like, "Do you know who that is?" And I said, no, I don't know. But I talked to him earlier about 10 minutes. He's super cool. But he was Herman Munster in Rob Zombie's remake of the
Oh,
Munsters.
oh,
And he was the one asking me about Dr. Gangrene. And I was like, oh my God, I had the best damn time talking with him. He was just so damn down to earth. So that was
what?
kind of,
Oh, that's
yeah.
cool. That's very cool. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, couple fun things like that. We talked to D D Wallace. She is like, if you've never met her, she is a little tiny fireball.
Yeah.
She is everything you think she would be in person. She is such a fun fireball. When we were packing up, she had to come over and talk to us, and she gave me her personal email and was like, "Yeah, I'll be on your podcast. Hell yeah."
Oh,
So
awesome.
yeah, she's a really fun person. So I did get to meet like just kind of in the in between. So I met a few people. It was really fun though, and God, I met so many cool people at these events. And man, if y'all are listening out there, and if I mentioned that I'm going to be at a convention, please stop by and see us and talk to us in person because I love it. It's a highlight of my day.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome. Awesome. What have you been watching? Anything?
Yeah, I've been watching a few things. So at the convention, I always have this thing when people come up to me and they're like, "Oh, well, horror movies, blah blah." Blah." I'm like, "What's your favorite horror movie?"
Mhm.
So I did get a few good ones. So William Catt was at the convention this year. William Catt, I know him. I knew him from the movie Carrie. He was Tommy. Heard the date, the blonde curly haired guy. He was
Yeah.
also in the movie The House. Love him as an actor. But
Mhm.
I had some friends that showed up and they were so damn excited to see him. Oh, if you remember James McDonald, he was on our podcast. He's
Mhm.
a huge horror enthusiast. He goes, I was so damn excited to meet him, Bridget, because he was in this movie and he was so damn glad that I brought it up. So the movie, it's like a spoof of Paranormal Activity.
Okay.
And the movie's called Paranormal Movie.
Hmm. Okay.
If you have not seen this, I'm telling you, I'm going to go ahead and recommend it. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now. I'm gonna tell everybody. I don't like the spoof movies. What the fuck? I don't like them. The scary movies and all that bullshit. I think they're stupid. I don't have that sense of humor. This
Uh-huh.
one kind of took it to a whole nother level, and
Okay.
I'm gonna go back and rewatch it. I mean,
Oh.
there are some extreme moments in there, and I'm like, holy shit, did they just do that? Like, what? I'm thinking it's like one of those, like, not another teen movie or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But
So it's not.
it's not like that at all. I mean, he plays himself. So his name's William Catt, but William is short for Bill. So he's like Bill.
Hmm.
The movie is so fucking good. And clearly it's underrated because you've never heard of it. I'd never heard of it.
Yeah.
Definitely put that on your list called Paranormal Movie.
Okay. Sounds
Um,
good.
so I knew that we were gonna have Bill on our podcast tonight. So I did go and watch the 2022 Puppet Master Death Doctor.
I watched that as well. Yeah. What'd you think?
Yeah, it's definitely a low budget movie, but I don't know. I thought the main little puppet, the doctor, Death Doctor, I
Hmm.
thought he was pretty wicked. I was like, I
Hmm.
thought they did a pretty good job. There's a lot of CGI in it, but overall, I'm like, damn, it's one of those like kind of gems that you find on Tubi.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's really short too. It's not like a really long movie. It's gonna
Yeah, it wasn't
take up.
long at all.
Right.
I
Hmm.
finally got around. I finally got around to watching Dead Girl.
Oh, tell me about it.
I saw that one. So it's not what I expected at all.
Okay.
At all. It's not what I expected at all. Damn. It's completely different.
It's hardcore.
It is. It's so if you're if rape scenes bother you, don't watch this movie. Okay.
Right.
It didn't phase me. I was just like, and the ending didn't make a lot of sense to me. I will tell you that. Can I do spoiler alerts? Can I do spoilers? All right, I'm just gonna put it out there. Okay. So at the end, I was a little bit confused because your main guy, he was in love with it, this chick, like his childhood sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
And she never actually, I didn't ever see that she got bit by the girl to make her turn like that. However, his best friend, the one that kept the girl locked up, that was, doing all of his, whatever he was doing.
Yeah.
And she bites his lip off and he's sitting there and I was like, well, what the fuck happened to him? What happened to him? Where'd he go? So I was confused by the end. I think they could have did the ending a lot better, but overall, you know how I feel about formula movies. This is not a formula movie. So if you want something different, it's a damn good watch.
Definitely not your average zombie movie, for sure.
No, I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. I almost want to do a rewatch on it to just pick up on things I didn't pick up the first time. So I did a rewatch of Martyrs.
Okay, yeah. Always good.
Martyrs is my all-time favorite horror movie. And man, I have a question for you. I've never asked you this before. This is like my favorite horror movie. So I wouldn't ask you. Every time you watch a movie, you pick up on different shit, and my gears start turning. I'm like, what do you think in the end when Anna whispers something to Mademoiselle? What do you think she's saying to her?
You did ask me this already.
I did?
Yeah.
Damn it.
You did.
I don't remember asking you that.
You did, and my response was, she told her that there was nothing, or she explained what there was. And it could have went either way. It's really up to the audience for interpretation because it doesn't tell you. But either she told her that there was nothing, and she felt pointless because of that, and then she decided to do what she did, or she told her what there was, and then she felt possibly very disturbed by the fact that she's done all this stuff and she won't reach that.
That's what I love about this movie
really
so
go
much.
Way.
Yeah. That's what I love about this movie so much. I was like, it's up to the viewer to kind of decide,
Right.
Everybody I've ever asked that, everybody has a different opinion. But other than that, my other oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying this. My other watch was American Horror Story. Not horror. American
Wait,
horror.
what?
American
horror
story. Yeah, not American Horror Story. American Horror Story. So it's
seen this one.
probably you haven't seen it because it's definitely a porno. So I have oh my God, he's gonna give me shit later on. He's gonna be like, "Did you really mention that on your podcast?" Yes, I did, friend. So I had a friend that gave me some movies, and he's like, that was the phase of my life," and I was like, "I'll watch them. You got some like horror porn? Like I'll watch them," but it wasn't like it was nothing than what I thought. But
is it a faithful adaptation?
It's not like what you would think. In my mind, I've watched the people, and I'm going to put it out there. People ask me all the damn time. They're like, "Oh my God, you love clowns. Are you like into clowns?" Like, no, motherfucker. Just because I like clowns, that mean I want to have sex with one. Okay. I'm just putting it out there. Okay. Y'all.
Yeah.
But this wasn't like as crazy as what I thought it was going to be. But I don't know if you've ever watched horror porn.
I've seen a little of it. Yeah.
It's some of it's like the rape scenes. I'm like, doesn't really it don't do shit for me, and like I don't want to get like raped by fucking zombie or nothing, that's a little much for me. So I'm putting it out there because it seems to be a fucking question for me these days. That's an average question. Oh, you like clowns? They're like clowns. Like, do it for you? No, motherfucker. I just like clowns. Fuck. It doesn't mean I want to fuck one of them. Jeez, So all right, all right. But I did check. I checked that one off my list.
All
So,
right. Okay. All right.
what about you? What have you been watching? So, can you up that one,
Well,
Mike?
I didn't watch anything like that. No idea. I watched a few things, not too much, honestly. Just a few, mostly rewatches, to be honest. I did a rewatch of the Omen collection,
Okay.
all the Omen movies. Do you like any of these movies, the Omen movies?
I do. I do. So it's funny that my birthday is 6/6.
No.
And I remember 6/6, 2006. They
Yeah.
did like a remake, and it was
The
good.
remake.
I love that one.
Oh, so you like the remake? Okay.
I did like it. I did like it, but it's I can't think of his name to save my life. But he was the lead in Ray Donovan. What's his name?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Lamb? Is it Lamb or something? I could be wrong.
That sounds good. He was also in Scream. I don't remember.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Love him.
Yeah, I mean, it was the remake's pretty good. I mean, I don't hate it. The original, obviously, I like the original the best. The sequels, they kind of go downhill pretty quickly. Even when it gets to like part 3, I mean, it's really more of a religious movie, religious horror movie, rather than a horror movie with religious tones. Like the original is, like it's more like a religious movie that's got horror tones, So it's not really my thing necessarily, but I do really like the original, of course.
So which one did you watch? Did you watch like the original, or did you watch like several of them?
I watched all of them. All of them.
And how many are there? How many are there?
There's the Omen, then part 2, part 3, part 4, and then the remake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So not that many, but up next was a rewatch of Martin. Have you seen Martin? The one that came out in 1976 by George Romero. Is
it about an alien or no?
No, it's not. It's a.
I don't think I know this one. I don't think I know this one.
Oh, this is I love this movie. This is probably my favorite Romero movie. Honestly, it's just it's pretty wild. A young man who believes himself to be a vampire goes to live with his elderly and hostile cousin in a small Pennsylvania town where he tries to redeem his blood-craving urges. It's not a typical vampire movie at all. Like I can't really say it's like anything. It's very well made though, very well made. And matter of fact, when I talked to Romero, I mentioned this movie, and he was very happy that I like it because I think it's one of his favorite ones that he did. So it's on Tubi right now. That way you can watch it, and you should because it's really good.
And I do want to I'm gonna cut in really quick. So we talk about these movies of what we watched all the time. And I have close friends that will literally like text me, "Oh my God, this movie you guys were talking about, blah, blah, blah." No, if you can go on Hardcore Horror with Mike and Bridget's Facebook page and tell us. We want to hear your feedback. I love the feedback. Mm-hmm. And I want to hear what everyone else has to say about, the movies that we talk about. So sorry, Mike, I just had to throw that out there.
No,
yeah.
That's absolutely correct. Absolutely. Yeah. Correct. Up next was another rewatch. This is a movie from 1971 called "Don't Deliver Us from Evil." Have you seen this one?
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, I mean it's not like a lot of action or really horrific things, other than the subtext of it. Mostly known for being banned in England and also in France where it was made. Because it's got a lot of anti-Catholic stuff in it, and these girls are just they pledge themselves to Satan, and they go out and burn barns and kill birds and torment men and do all this wild shit. It's actually based, I think, roughly on the Beautiful Creatures. You know that movie or that story?
I love that movie. Love that movie.
But I mean, I think it's based off that story that movie's based off of as well. I think, but it's just more demented. But this one, it got a lot of controversy because the girls they're portrayed as young adolescent girls. They were actually in their 20s when they filmed, but they look really young. But they were supposed to be like little Catholic schoolgirls, and so yeah, it was banned for a while there. But again, it's pretty tame, honestly, by standards of a lot of other movies. But it has that appeal because of that.
And I think the year that it come out to was made it, because this is, what year did you say it come out? Maybe you didn't say.
Yeah, it's 71.
71. So yeah, in 71 things were.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't even know the word even say compared to today.
Right.
So
right. Yeah. So anything could be more shocking at that point than it would.
Exactly.
Would be now. Yeah. Up next was a rewatch of Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon.
I love this movie.
The movie's fantastic.
Do you love this movie?
I love it. I think it's fantastic. I think it's so well made. There's nothing like it. There's really nothing like it. It's such a love letter to horror movies. Kind of in the way Scream is, but the way that they incorporated all the mythos and put it in there. It's just it's fantastic, and it's got some. I mean, it's got Robert Englund in it. It's got Kane Hodder. I mean, for a little cameo. There's Scott Wilson. There are all kind of great people in it. Really well made. Really well made.
Yeah, that's definitely a watch. If you have not seen this movie, it is definitely one of those that you have to check off your list. It's a must. Yes,
absolutely. Up next was a rewatch of American Psycho.
American Psycho. Yeah. Okay, all right.
Are you a fan of Patrick Bateman?
No.
No?
No.
You don't like this movie?
I like the movie. I think it was I think I had so many expectations for it that when I watched it I was like, I like the gore in it. The gore was amazing. In the end I was like, oh, I know. It's all in my head and everything. I'm like, oh, it's all in your head. I'm like, well, it's okay. It's all right.
I don't think it's that cut and dry, though. Oh, really?
I've only seen it once, so I feel like this might be something I need to go back and rewatch.
I think so, yeah. Because at the ending, what you're saying, it's all in your head. I mean, that could be, again, two different ways there. Because I don't think it just settles on that. It could definitely be like, yeah, well, it's just so where he is that he just sort of blends in so much that they can't really pin anything down on him. Yeah. Because everybody thinks everybody's different people because they all look the same.
Right. It was good. Like when he gets the hookers. I do remember this. And she's like, I'm not going back. Oh, hell no. But she does it anyways.
Yeah.
She does it anyways. I'm like, well, she set herself up for that shit. So she must have liked some of it.
She did. We already talked about this one, Puppet Master, Dr. Death. That one's on Tubi. People can go check that one out. It's the newest, I think, one of the Puppet Master series. And so if you're a fan of those, definitely go check that one out. The next movie is not really horror, but it's horror adjacent, I would say. It's called In Dreams from 1999.
Okay, I don't think I've seen this one.
It's Annette Bening and Robert Downey Jr.
Okay.
A suburban housewife learns that she has a dream world connection to a serial murderer and must stop him from killing again. So, it's not really a horror movie per se, but it is about a serial killer, and she's connected to him, and, it has that 90s feel to it. But, yeah, Robert Downey Jr. is in it, so it's pretty good, pretty decent little watch.
Okay.
Up next this is actually my first watch of this movie, believe it or not. It's called GhostWatch. Have you seen this?
I don't think so. I
don't
think so.
I mean, I've known about it for a long time. I just never actually watched it, believe it or not. And it's one of those things like, I knew it's not really like my kind of movie necessarily, but I wanted to check it off my list. It came out in 1992, by the way. And so, for all of us who sing praises to Blair Witch because we saw it in theaters and stuff, this actually came out before Blair Witch. And this is similar to that in that it's a mockumentary sort of thing. It's the BBC gives over a whole evening to investigate to the supernatural. 4 presenters and a camera crew go to discover the truth behind this most haunted house in Britain, expecting a lighthearted scare or two and probably the uncovering of a hoax. What they think they're in control of the situation, but they're not. It ends up being a little bit more supernatural than they intended. So again,
what year did this come out again?
This came out in 1992, and I think when they aired it, I think people were like, "What the heck is this? Is this real?" Kind of a thing.
So why do you think this is this trick question? Why do you think that movie didn't get so much recognition where Blair Witch did? What do you think that is?
Well, I'm not even sure if it was
I haven't
released.
seen it, so I couldn't form that opinion. But
Right. I'm not even sure if it was actually released theatrically or not. And it's also a British film, so it could have done more over there than here, possibly. And there is that, I can't say for sure because I don't know what all went into that. But I had heard about it for a few years, so I knew about it. But mostly just, I don't know if you ever saw that movie, the WNUF Halloween special, but this is more really akin to that than it is Blair Witch. And really, I like the Halloween special more than this one because it's just more fun. But this one, it does kind of present itself kind of like real. If you're watching it for the first time, you're like, whoa, what's going on? So if it was just airing on TV and you're like sitting there watching it and you never see anything like it, I'm sure people would be like, what is happening right now? So it's definitely a component to it that is like the Blair Witch, and that people did probably think it was real, and it did kind of spiral from that because it is very much presented that way. But but it's worth it's worth a watch. Go check it out. It's on Tubi.
Oh, it's on Tubi. And tell everyone the name of this movie again.
It is called GhostWatch. One word.
GhostWatch. Check it out. GhostWatch on Tubi.
Yep. Up next was a little rewatch of Cocaine Bear. We've talked about that many times. And then today I went and watched Renfield.
Oh yeah? Was it good?
Yep. I liked it. It depends on what you're going for, I think. I really didn't have much of a sort of idea in my head of what it was going to be. So I didn't really get disappointed too much about it. If you're going for a horror movie, then no, you're going to be severely disappointed. Because it's not really a horror movie. The vampire element makes it horror, I guess, quote unquote. But there is a lot of gore. There is tons of CGI blood in this thing. And when I say CGI blood, I mean really, like they're not even trying anymore to make it real. Like it's just like those. Overloaded of CGI blood.
I hate those.
But there is action. There's action and some comedy in it, mostly action stuff. But the performance is real good. Nick Cage as Dracula is awesome, though. He was my favorite part.
Oh, good.
Okay.
I wondered. I always thought he would do really well in that role. So
yes, he was great in it. And I did read something where it said he wasn't in it that much, but that's not true. He is in it. He's in the whole movie. He's not the star. Obviously, Renfield is, but he's in the whole movie. He's okay. It's not a cameo or anything by any means at all. So but yeah, I liked it. I did. I don't think it's a great movie. I wasn't like, oh my god, this was amazing. But it's definitely a Hollywood movie, for sure. And again, if you're going for the horror aspect, you're going to be probably disappointed because it's not scary at all, or even like dark or anything like that. But if you can get over, like I said, the gallons of CGI blood that just comes. There is so much gore. It is a lot of gore, but again, it's all fake because it's all CGI. But
right.
But if you can get past that, though, I think it's a good time. So yeah, okay. It's worth checking out.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and that is all I've got for you.
Okay, awesome.
Yep.
Now this has been it's been good. I got some new movies on my list. Awesome. Always love talking to you because I always put new movies on my list. So it's always a good time.
Yeah, very cool. Well, if you don't have anything else, you want to talk to Bill?
Yeah, let's bring Bill on. Yeah, see
what he's doing. All right, awesome. All right, guys, we are talking with an independent thespian, one who's making a lot of cool films. Call me? It's okay.
I'm a what?
Okay. It's all right. We got Bill D. Russell here. Hey, Bill, what's going on? How you doing, Bill?
I'm awesome. How are you?
Good. Tell us what's been going on with you. Now, you're making some movies?
Yeah, tell us about that. Making movies.
That's great. What got you into this whole movie making business?
I love movies. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to be part of that world. Actually, I started studying screenwriting and filmmaking at Columbia College in Chicago.
Okay.
After I dropped out of Bible college. Thank you very much.
Okay.
And then just kind of, as part of building creative skills and networking with other industry people, I started taking improv classes at Players Workshop for Second City, because at that time, this was the early 80s, a lot of former Second City people were very successful
Yeah.
films at that time, especially that cast of, Belushi and
Yeah.
Harold
Yeah.
Ramis and
Sure.
the Murray brothers, all that stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah. I knew
Yeah.
you. I thought you were from Chicago. Now, I was up there. I lived up there for a few years. I did some indie films up there. Now, I never worked with you, but I'm probably sure that we've worked with some people, like the same people. I'm sure you've worked with a few of the people that I've been involved with throughout the years.
Probably.
Yeah, more than likely. Tell us about some of your projects. What do you got going on right now?
What I have, well, let's see. Here we go. I work with Across Star Films, and they recently made a film called "It Came from Somewhere." It's on Tubi and Amazon, and it seems to be getting very good reception. So we're going to film a sequel to that, probably in August, I believe. So they came back from somewhere.
Nice.
And if anybody's unfamiliar with that, it's basically an homage / parody of films like Plan 9 from Outer Space, specifically Plan 9.
Lovely.
And in fact, my part in that was I play a character called Grimwell, who introduces the film, which in Plan 9, it was a famous psychic of the day named the amazing Chriswell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So that was my contribution to that one. Was I basically parodied that character, and then I just recently got offered a couple of parts. One in Steve Merlot's Unseen, and I don't think he's even announced that yet. And then another film called Sinner's Rhapsody. There's another one. I'll play a mobster, like a mob boss in that one.
All right. Very cool.
Oh, you'd probably be a pretty cool mob boss, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. I don't know. That Puppet Master was pretty good, though.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah, so that's on my list of movies that I've watched this past couple weeks. So I watched the Puppet Master, the one that you were in, 2022.
Right.
Yeah. So how'd you land that role? Are you like are you a fan of the franchise?
I am now.
Okay. All right.
I'll be honest. I wasn't that. I mean, I was aware of it. I hadn't seen any of the movies, any of the Puppet Master movies specifically.
Okay.
I'd seen some. I was familiar with Full Moon and had seen some of their other things, but it was just an audition notice that was posted on an audition platform. There are a couple of things like actors auditions and casting networks. These places where filmmakers can post audition notices.
Sure.
So I just applied and was asked to submit a self-tape, and I did that. And then I had a call back with director Dave Parker, and he had me read for a different role. And then I finally got an email from the casting director, Jennifer Hughes, saying we'd like to offer you a part, and it was a still different part from the ones I'd auditioned for.
Wow, but that part you got, it's very cool. I mean,
she said, "Well, this one doesn't really have any lines, but you die at the beginning of the movie." And like that's fine by me.
Well, sure, but you start the movie, and you're kind of the catalyst for the whole movie, though. Right?
You are, yeah. That was good. Look, you didn't even have to memorize lines. That's like
right.
Right? I was like, hell yeah, he's like kind of the main person, kind of. But you didn't have any lines. That's the best damn role ever. That's great.
I know.
Heck yeah. So you said you're now a fan. Obviously, now you're a fan of the franchise. I found out real quick what
what a following the movies had. I had no clue whatsoever. And when I posted, I said, "Hey, I got cast in this film." Suddenly, like a lot of my friends we're so jealous, or
I know they were
I
probably
have
like,
all of the
"Oh my
movies.
God!"
I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, wow!" I had no clue.
So did you go back and rewatch some of the Puppet Master movies?
Oh, I watched all of them. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a favorite? I have to know.
I think the is it Axis of Evil? It's Axis something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Okay,
remember that one specifically. It rings a bell to me, but I don't remember that one specifically.
Yeah,
What year
like
was
they're
that?
fighting the Nazis, I think it was, or something.
Oh
like
shit, that was
Yeah.
the last one. That was the kind of funny. It was kind of funny, right?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites. I remember watching it and I was like, damn, I'm actually really impressed with this movie. It was funny as shit. It was really good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. Oh, that is so awesome.
So I got to go, we shot at the Full Moon Manor in Cleveland Heights, which is sort of their official base. So it was cool being part of that, seeing that, that house that Charles Band has renovated there. And, the workbench downstairs where the special effects guy worked on the puppets, and all the puppets were there.
Oh, very cool.
I wasn't allowed to take a picture of it. I wanted to so badly.
You'd be like me and like secretly pull your phone out. Then I'm the one that gets caught every damn time. I told you not to take pictures in here. I'm like, oh shit, I just needed my flashlight on my phone. I'm serious. That's what happens to me every time.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. I think I've got away with it too many times. It doesn't work anymore for me. They're like, bullshit. We're no, you're in here taking pictures and videos. Okay. That's so funny. No, that's so awesome. Awesome.
Now Bill, I know you've done some other horror movies. I've watched one other one that you've made, Evil Lurks. And
what did you think of that?
Yeah, it was interesting. That was a different movie because it doesn't follow like a normal like point A to point B to point. There's a lot of
sure doesn't.
There is a lot of. I mean, it's for an indie film. It does have a lot going on. Aaron Hawkins, the director, he reached out to me. He was actually wanting me to author some movie DVDs for you guys for that movie. It's wild, especially at the end when it gets with all of I won't go into the plot spoiler, but it gets very wild. I was impressed with it. I thought it was very ambitious. Yeah.
Well, when we had our opening screening, our premiere screening, I was like, man, some of this really works and some of it not so much.
Sure.
But I know Aaron and Chris Shern did a lot of editing. So they got rid of a lot of the stuff that just was like superfluous and did not serve the story. In fact, detracted from it. So
I got you.
Because I remember watching the premiere and thinking, if we took out all the scenes that are just two people talking to each other, this would be a lot of fun. Because it seemed like it would be rolling along, and then we just get two people having this conversation. And I'm like, no.
Right.
More cool stuff with the special effects.
Yeah.
But that was a trip for me, man. Seeing, that was the screening was the first time I had seen any of what we had shot that they had done the special effects with.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Yeah, that's the big part about it, the special effects, for sure.
I could tell your excitement when Mike started talking about it. Bill, you had that creepy like laugh. Go ahead and do that one more time. Can you do that?
I'm not sure if I can.
Yeah, I know you can't do it when I put you on the spot. I was like, oh, this is good. He had a really good experience on this film set because you're like, yeah.
Well, part of the reason for that is I never know if people are going to like it or hate it.
But you know what I've learned about movies, doing acting myself, and Mike can probably like pitch in on this, that you can't always get every audience, you can't always get everyone, but there is always going to be people who are drawn to you and that love what you do. And it's especially like you saying, I had no idea Puppet Master was like a big thing until I had a bunch of friends like, oh my God, I'm so jealous. So yeah, you probably have a bunch of fans out there. You probably don't even know it. So
That could well be.
look, Mike and I are excited to have you on here because we're introducing you. Yes.
Yeah, well, thank you so much.
Hell yeah, it's good stuff. We really appreciate you coming on.
Well,
yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you having me. I don't know if you've seen, there's something called the Puppet Master Wiki, and my character is now in there with, my pictures from the movie and their backstory. I don't know who invented this backstory, but somebody did. But it's like, that made me really feel like I'm in the wiki. I'm officially.
Well, that makes Well, that makes sense. There's a lot of these movies, to keep track of all of the mythology. There is a lot of these movies, right? And I'm going to assume this is not going to be the last one.
I don't. Well, no, they sure set it up for for more, for a kind of a resurrection of the whole franchise. So
right.
And I hope they keep Jenny Boswell. She's so good. If they do more, I hope she's still going to be part of it. The woman who plays the aide that finds the puppet and confronts Dr. Death at the end and reveals some information that nobody saw coming and kind of made me go, wait a minute, I'm not buying. But still, I mean, I understand it's they're setting up for what's coming up.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah,
that's very cool.
Yeah. Mike, are we doing movie quotes tonight?
We are doing movie quotes. Yes.
Oh, Bill. So I have to tell you that movie quotes are like my thing. I am always rattling off movie quotes. I mean, I'll be like walking in the damn store and I'll rattle off something. I'll be like, "That's a movie quote, by the way. You don't know that, do you?" I mean, it's the thing,
and I totally respect that.
I love movie quotes, Michael. Mike plays hardball sometimes. So we're going to play a game. He is going to rattle off some movie quotes and you and I have to guess what movie it's from.
Oh, boy.
And it sounds fucking easy, but let me tell you, it can be kind of tough.
Not to me. I'm probably not as knowledgeable as you.
By
a long shot.
You'd be surprised. Like, I'm the movie quote queen. And I'm like, holy shit, it's harder than what you think it was. Mike, I'm going to give you credit really quick. So I worked the Full Moon Tattoo and Horror Festival in Nashville. And people were coming up to me going, I listen to your podcast. Damn, girl, the movie quotes are hard. I was like, no shit.
Well, we ran through the easy ones real fast. So we're into the hard stuff. But we
are hardcore horror, right?
Yeah. Are you a horror fan? I know you weren't into the Puppet Master until you got cast, but
I absolutely. Probably not anywhere near as intensely as some people are.
Mm-hmm.
But I grew up when I was a kid, and before cable, before recordings, all of that stuff, all I had was broadcast late night TV on a black and white set.
But you know what? There were some good ones back then, though.
Yeah.
There was some good ones.
And these are the only films I remember watching from when I was a kid. I'm sure they're not, but the horror ones are the ones that stuck with me. Universal Monsters, the House of Dracula, or Dracula has risen from the grave. The Hammer ones, those. Hammer and Universal, those were the two big ones. I remember seeing Valley of the Gwangi was my first exposure to Ray Harryhausen's amazing special effects, and then later saw Jason and the Argonauts with the great sword fight. The Skeletons sword fight.
Right.
Oh my gosh, this is so nostalgia for me. I love it. They're bringing it up. So before we do movie quotes, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What is your favorite horror movie?
I keep thinking about that because that's another question I've been asked, and it's hard to pick one.
Sure.
As I'm sure you
I know.
Mhm.
It's hard. It is hard.
I lean toward Halloween. I saw it in the theater on its initial release. I already had a bit of a celebrity crush on PJ Souls, so that made it even more enjoyable.
Sure.
And I actually just rewatched it for the first time since, what was that, 79? I think.
Really?
Just
really?
And I was like, it starts out and it says, Halloween starring Donald Pleasance. And I went, what? He was considered the lead actor in the movie.
Right. He was, the most established at the time.
Expecting it to be Jamie Lee, but she really didn't have.
Right.
She was
that
I don't know if that was her first film or not, but that was the movie that kind of start her whole scream queen everything. Yeah, Halloween's a good one. Halloween is a good one.
Yeah,
so
that's great. And what a great way to watch it first time when it came out in theaters. That's awesome.
And I've started having some people say, you've got a little Dr. Loomis.
A little bit? Okay, yeah.
In your appearance. And actually, the film that I mentioned earlier, Unseen, I'm playing a character called the Professor. But he's very much like Dr. Loomis.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
So,
awesome. All right, let's start these quotes. This is number one. You ready?
Okay, you ready, Bill? Come on, let's do this.
Do it.
Let's do it.
All right, number one. Piss your pants. What? I said piss your pants. You sick mother.
Piss your pants. Wow. I mean, that should be pretty obvious, I'm thinking.
Well, you tell me that.
Okay. So it's funny. This was like an entire conversation at this convention I worked. People are like, "Holy shit, girl, those are hard." I'm like, "No shit." I was like, I like to get hints. I like him to like narrow it down by decades.
Okay.
Okay.
This one is from the 70s.
Oh, okay. Oh man. So it's got to be. I feel like I feel like it sounds like a fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre quote, but it's probably I don't remember this one specifically. So
piss your pants, piss your pants. What? I said piss your pants.
Is it I spit on your grave?
No, but you're in the ballpark though, Bill. You're in that ballpark. Very close. Very close. The poster said, to avoid fainting, keep repeating. It's only a movie.
Only it's The Exorcist.
Nope.
Is it? No shit.
So you're getting cold again, Bridget. Bill's warm.
Oh shit. Okay.
Jeepers. Trying to think what else is similar to that.
There is one film, especially.
I'm sure. 70s. And as soon as you say it, I'm going to go, oh.
I know. We're both going to be like, oh, no shit. Really?
Bridget, what film from the 70s is very similar to I Spit on Your Grave?
Oh, in the 70s? So it's horrific rape scene.
They made a remake of it.
I keep going now. I spit on your grave. Fuck it. Damn it. Sorry about that. I have no filter, y'all. Sorry. I'm like, fuck, I know this.
And they made a sequel.
Yep. Made by a horror director legend.
It's not, is it Ms. 45?
Nope. Not that one.
Oh, I'm like, damn it. Have I seen this? I'm like, oh my gosh.
It's only a movie. It's only a movie.
Mm-hmm. This guy went on to create one of the biggest horror icons of all time. Actually, two of them, if you really want to be truthful. He created two of the top horror icons.
Wow.
Okay. I need like another hint. I'm serious. I need another hint. This is not like me. It's not like me. I'm like, I'll figure it out by now, but.
Oh, what can I tell you? So we had, the story is two girls. They're going to a concert, but they don't make it.
So in my mind, that's Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, it's not that.
Because they're all going to a concert and they don't make it, but I don't remember the piss your pants quote.
They were very close to where one of the girls lived. Very close to where one of the girls lived is where this stuff happened. Where did she live? She lived at the...
Oh man, people that are listening to this right now are like, I know this, Bridget,
right?
Bill,
people screaming.
Get your shit, get your shit together, y'all. It's so easy.
What else? Okay, I can tell you an actor name. Would that help?
Maybe.
One of the antagonists, his name is his real name, David Hess.
Oh man.
David Hess. Okay. I know him. He's kind of like the curly-haired, goofy kind of guy. Is that the same? Is that the guy I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen him in a bunch.
You want the director?
Is it Wes Craven?
It's Wes Craven.
Oh fuck! It's the fucking last house on the left. Shit.
Last house.
That's what. Okay, I almost said
pissed
that.
at myself. Yeah. I was like the guy with the curly hair. It sucks that you had to like practically tell me the actor for me to get it. Damn it.
Oh, Bill.
Yeah, I was just going to ask if it was one of the ones with house in the title. I had a feeling that was the case.
Yeah. Very similar
it is so damn close to I Spit on Your Grave. It is so damn similar that it's so Bill, you're all over it.
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure. Yep. For sure.
All right. Number 2, you ready?
Okay. Ready.
Now this is a newer movie, so let's think new. All right.
Okay.
All right, here we go. If you should feel alone or that your world has come apart, just reach out and you'll see a friend that is never very far. Tell me your dreams and I'll dream them too. I'm so glad I finally found you.
When you say new, how new are we talking? Are we talking about like this year?
It's pretty new.
Like Megan?
Megan, that's it.
I was just going to say that too.
I was like, how new is this? Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like something from Child's Play, but like a modern version.
Yeah, that was my first thought too. But then as he went on, I was like, nah, it's Megan.
Well, you did Puppet Master, so I know how Mike thinks. He's going for like the dolls. Like I know where he's getting. Hey, he's probably going to pull a damn Puppet Master quote out. So you better be ready for that.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
She's just trying to trip you up, man. It's not all right.
Yeah, he's like, let me
difficult.
He goes, let me tuck this question to the side because Bridget done called me out on it. Yeah.
All right, ready? Number 3. Here we go.
Okay.
All right, this is a long one, so listen closely. This is not a dream. Not a dream. We are using your brain's electrical system as a receiver. We are unable to transmit through conscious neural interference. You are receiving this broadcast as a dream. We are transmitting from year 1, 999. You are receiving this broadcast in order to alter the events you are seeing. Our technology has not developed a transmitter strong enough to reach your conscious state of awareness. But this is not a dream. You are seeing what is actually occurring for the purpose of casualty violation. What do you think?
Dude, it's not even... Go ahead, Bill.
Could you just read that again, please?
Yeah, it was a lot.
No, I'm kidding.
It was a lot. Yeah.
I can read it again.
Yeah, read it again.
And that'll be the end of the show.
All right.
Yeah, but that was a long one.
It's like you were reading the entire movie for a minute. That's quite a quote.
It's a long quote, yes.
Bridget, I have some ideas, but not really.
Shoot one. Shoot one at me.
His idea is like completely different from mine. I know.
What do you got? What do you got, Bill?
It's not Scanners.
Scanners? No, it's not Scanners.
Scanners was a good damn guess though, because you're thinking of the brain waves.
Yeah,
It's funny.
And again, that's a movie I haven't seen since it was originally in the theater. So,
Oh yeah.
other than the guy's head exploding, I have little
I'm
recollection
actually
of it.
impressed that you saw that in the movies. I would love to have saw that in the movies. So that was a damn good guess though.
That would have been wild. Yeah. What you got, Bridget? Anything?
I mean, my shit's not even hard. The first thing that struck me was like sci-fi-ish was the original Total Recall.
Okay. No.
I'm way off.
This one
And
came
read it one
out.
more time.
Came out in the late 80s. Okay.
Okay.
This is not a dream. Not a dream. We are using your brains.
It's not Reanimator, is it?
It's not Reanimator. No.
Okay, shit. Okay, go ahead.
We are using your brain's electrical system as a receiver. We are unable to transmit through conscious neural interference. You are receiving this broadcast as a dream. We are transmitting from the year 1999. You are receiving this broadcast in order to alter the events you are seeing. Our technology has not developed a transmitter strong enough to reach your conscious state of awareness. But this is not a dream. You are seeing it if it is actually occurring for the purpose of casual violation. Some hints? You want some hints? It is by another master of horror. It has somebody that we were just talking about. That Bill said he has a part very similar to.
Oh, okay. So again, like Terror Vision. That's way off, isn't it? That's not it, is it?
That's not
am
it.
Am I freaking close? No.
No.
Well, shit. Okay. I'm just rattling stuff off.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I should know it, and I can't think of the title.
Here is one of the actors, one of the stars of the movie. Okay, Alice Cooper.
You've got to be kidding me! Oh my god, I know what this movie is. Oh my gosh, I just seen it not too long ago. Oh god, it's. I was really surprised. Let me think for a second. I just saw this not too long ago because I was like, I can't believe I've never seen this movie before because I love Alice Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, let me just think for a minute. Okay, come on, help me out some because I'm all over it. I'm all over it. I know what this is. I just can't. I can't.
Yeah, it's like it's just out of reach.
I'll even read you the storyline because it doesn't really give away the title. A sinister secret has been kept in the basement of an abandoned Los Angeles church for many years. With the death of a priest belonging to a mysterious sect, another priest opens the door to the basement and discovers a vat containing a green liquid. The priest contacts a group. Unfortunately, they discover that the liquid contains the essence of Satan himself. And they also discover he will release his father, the all-powerful anti-god. Yeah? Anything?
Yeah, I know what the movie is because I just watched it not too long ago. Yeah, I just watched it. I swear, I just watched this not too long ago for the first time. Actually, maybe like 2 years ago.
Stuff, I'm like, yes.
Yeah,
it's 3 words.
3 words.
3 words. Yep.
Okay. I'm trying to think of Alice Cooper movies. Like, was Alice Cooper movies? Okay, Alice Cooper did in the 80s. In the 80s, I know he did. I know he did like that was in the 70s. Wait, think Bridge. He did the Prince of Darkness in the 80s. That's not it though, is it?
Prince of Darkness, yeah.
Is it the fucking movie? Is that it?
That's it.
Holy shit. I actually didn't know if that was it or not.
All right, we got two more. All right.
All right, let's go.
Here's number 4. I have crossed oceans of time to find you.
Dracula.
Dracula.
Oh shit! He got that with like he didn't even think twice about it. He nailed it. That
Yeah, I
was
do,
awesome.
and that is one of my would be in one of my favorite films.
Yeah.
And it's
That
funny
was
because
good.
yet again, I saw it in the theater in its initial release, and I didn't like it because I think it was such a departure from traditional Dracula movies for me. I just couldn't connect. And then, I've rewatched it since then and went, oh, wow, this is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. I like that one. All right, guys, here comes the last quote. You ready?
Ready.
This one's a little more obscure. All right, here we go. You know, I can remember every toy I had as a kid. And they remember you, Ralph. Toys are very loyal, and that is a fact.
I mean, my first thought was like child's play, but that don't even sound right to me.
Demonic toys is what I thought of first.
Yeah, I told you he's going with the damn puppet
Well, that's
master
what I wondered. Yeah.
He's going with the puppet master quote, is that right, Mike?
I mean, it's not
Which
Puppet
one?
Master. It's not Puppet Master.
Oh, it's not? Oh, I'm so
No.
sorry. Okay. All right. Look, there's Mike with his curveballs again.
Toys. I remember. Wow.
All right, read it one more time.
You know, I can remember every toy I had as a kid. And they remember you, Ralph. Toys are very loyal, and that is a fact.
Okay, can I have like a decade?
So it's like the mid-'80s.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mid-'80s, all right.
You're in the right vicinity. You're both in the right vicinity. It's just not Child's Play or Puppet Master. So what's it called?
Okay, let me think for a minute. Okay, horror movies, 80s, toys. I'm thinking toys.
Mm-hmm. Made by another horror legend. Maybe not as popular as Carpenter and Craven, but he's still got quite a few under his belt.
Shit, I don't think I know this one. Damn it.
Here's a tagline: a dysfunctional family of 3 stop by a mansion during a storm. Father, stepmother, and child. The child discovers that the elderly owners are magical toy makers and have a haunted collection of.
He knows it. You know it, don't you? It still sounds like Puppet Master to me. I would have guessed Puppet Master if Bill wasn't on there. I would have guessed that like 10 times already.
Yeah.
And not demonic toys. Not that one.
Nope, not that one.
I mean, I don't even remember this. There's an 80s movie called The Dolls. It's not it, is it?
It's not called The Dolls, but it is called Doll.
It's called Dolls. I've never seen it, but I was like, I'm going with the toys on this one. I mean,
I've never seen that.
Okay.
I haven't either. Bill, we've got something to put on our list. We're gonna have to go and watch it,
Watch party.
Yeah.
Or Tubi or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you can find it on Tubi. Everything's on Tubi. I'm sure we can find it.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's quotes.
Awesome. No, those were hard, Mike. Those were really hard. Wow. Michael, every time I think that I know damn movie quotes, Mike takes me down a couple of notches. I'm just saying. He does. No, it was good. I worked a convention this past weekend, and people were really coming up to me. They're like, girl, listen to your podcast. Them damn movie quotes are hard as shit. I was like, I know. Right, but it's definitely fun, and people look forward to listening to it. So, man, we really appreciate you coming on and talking to us.
Oh, God, it's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's so awesome. We're
And
excited about
now I'm a little
everything.
more educated about movie quotes.
There
You
go.
are definitely more educated. We got movies to put on our list, and hopefully our listeners are going to go and check out that new Puppet Master movie that you
Yep.
just come out with. Yeah,
Yeah. Very
yeah,
cool.
some good stuff. Yeah, awesome.
All right, Bill. Where
If
can we?
anybody wants to follow my Instagram, I'm Bill X Russell, Russell on Instagram, or actor Bill D. Russell on YouTube.
All right.
If anybody's so inclined.
Any place else we can find you?
Twitter, TikTok,
All that stuff. Same
stuff.
Same handle.
I believe so. Yeah. It's either I on Twitter. I think I'm X Bill Russell X, which is similar to my email.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Do you have any events or anything coming up that you want to mention or?
There's a film I'm in that's premiering soon. It's not at all a horror film, but I still get to play a creepy guy in it. It's called
Nice.
You're Out. It's baseball themed.
Oh, sounds good.
It's a guy who had a chance to get into the majors when he was younger, and he blew the chance. And now his son is in the same position, and he's trying to get his son a tryout with the majors. I play this guy's former coach, who just thinks he's a total screw up.
I was gonna say, are you like the asshole coach, like the one that pushes him and likes really hard on him?
I will tell you this: the director is a woman named Catherine Mraz. She goes by Lady K. This was her first directorial job. Her instructions to me, these were the instructions she gave me before we shot the first scene. You are an asshole. You have always been an asshole, and you always will be an asshole. And I said, okay, that's all I need to know.
There you go. All right. Awesome.
So there's one point where I get to go, you're nothing but a limp dick. Wah, wah.
That's kind of fun,
you can't see the gesture that goes with it. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I also get to stalk a woman. So
Oh, well, that's always fun. Always fun.
I'm the creepy element in any movie.
Oh, wonderful. You got to have those. Those are the best.
Yeah, they are the best. That's the best damn role to play. Hell yeah.
Absolutely. All right, Bill. Well, thanks for coming on. We do appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Yep. Good luck with everything that you got going on. Keep
Thank
on
you.
acting, bro. All right. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. So that was Bill D. Russell, a indie actor, independent thespian from Chicago. All right. Very cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's all I got for you. You got anything else going
I
on?
don't have anything else. Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right then. Well, until the next time, read your movie quotes and stay hardcore.
Stop laughing. You're gonna make me pee on myself. Stop laughing. I'm so sorry. Till next time, stay hardcore.
Later.
Wow, that's hardcore.
Nothing harder.
Hardcore Horror with Mike and Bridget is a part of the Tennessee Horror Podcast Network.